Well, speaking of things, all good things, you know, perhaps coming to an end, this will relatively soon. When the Princess Diana exhibition came to Grand Rapids in November, we had the wonderful opportunity here in 8 West to let some of our viewers have a private viewing.
That now Inforum, a professional women's alliance, is having its own private showing that you can actually be part of.
We'll talk with them in just a minute about how you can get involved. But first, we want to give you a sneak peek if you haven't seen the exhibition yet. We wanted to give you a small glimpse into Diana, a Celebration, an exhibition that really starts out in a fabulous way with, of course, a tiara. And we are here with the handlers for the Althorp Estate. This is Graham Merton and
Hello.
Nick Grossmark. Thanks for your time today.
That's fine.
Okay, this is fabulous. And what a way to start a beautiful exhibition.
Well, this tiara is part of the Spencer family jewellery, and it's made up. Years ago, what they used to do was actually use 2 or 3 pieces of jewellery to actually make it bigger, hence the actual size of the front.
Okay.
And it was a tradition many, many years ago to actually, as you got more jewellery, to actually extend on the headpiece and then go to the balls, etc., which obviously people did all those years ago. The actual tiara is part of an extensive range of jewellery, which actually is here in Grand Rapids, along with this one here, but you can see the whole of the Spencer family jewellery here at Grand Rapids.
Nick, what do you take away from the tiara when you look at this and how significant it is?
It's just one of the most dazzling pieces. I think we've got a collection and deserves its place at the beginning. So I agree with my colleague here, Graham, and it just is quite beautiful. And just the intricate work and just like they used to do, or they do today, where people remodel jewellery. It was obviously something they started way back then. This is probably something that was done in the 19th, beginning of the 19th century. So it is quite something.
Is there a value placed on this?
I think because diamonds weren't cut the same way as they are now, a lot of these diamonds, you just can't get them anymore. And again, as I said before, there's one brooch through here which is so beautiful, and how I used to do it was this one necklace, sorry. It goes around here, but then it has big pearls hanging, and God forbid that the family got into financial trouble or whatever, which they never did, they'd unhook certain parts of it. But that, again, is priceless. No, I think it's worth £1 million, which is $1.5 million.
Wonderful.
And that's just for one necklace. But they are amazing when you actually look at something like that, because nowadays they don't produce things like this because it's not fashion but then you see this picture here, Princess Diana. She wore things, but she had such a grace of wearing something like that. Whereas I think if people wore something like that now, they'd look at it and possibly think it was fake. Because you don't see these in shops now. And as Nick said, it's such a beautiful way to start the exhibition by being greeted by Princess Diana as well.
It is. Okay, so let's move on to the next room.
One of the most intimate parts of the exhibition is the opportunity to really get to know Diana and see Diana as a little girl, her childhood. Graham and Nick, tell us some of the highlights people are going to be able to walk through here.
Well, I think this really shows that Princess Diana did have a very normal upbringing. I mean, very family orientated. Her father was a very, very good amateur photographer. Hence a lot of the photographic albums here which show her life as any child, like growing up, playing with different things, ballet, and she even did things like embroidery. I think there's things here with her school reports, which were very good actually, unlike mine where it said, must try harder. But different things here with her passport. There are so many personal things here which show that Princess Diana was an ordinary child and enjoyed childhood, like I think we all did.
And it is really interesting because as I grew up with her, it was always interesting because I always thought she just seems so normal. And when you walk into this room, you really do get a sense that she was just like us when she was growing up.
Sure.
Nick, how is it possible that her family had all these collectibles?
Well, I think unlike most people, they have a very large family estate at home, and I think all these things have just been collected over the years, and like a lot of people do, they do store them in their attics, and that's exactly where we found them. So we had a whole assortment of things, from her school uniform to her little car that she used to run around with, obviously, when she was a kid. There's some soft toys. We've got what else we have? We've got she had a thing about frogs, and that obviously started from a very early age, because we have a whole collection of little china frogs and things, and even we found in her briefcase this little pad that was also insignia with the frogs. So it was obviously something that kind of stayed with her as a kind of souvenir through her life.
And you see her with other children and with animals.
Oh,
two
yes.
passions of hers as she grew
passions.
up.
I mean, you see the paintings behind here with her cat, which was one of her first things that she actually, a pet, that she actually loved, and hence she has a portrait of it. But again, as you said earlier, she had an ordinary upbringing, which was so lovely when you actually see things like learning to swim and dive. She had an ordinary child's typewriter, all general things that we all had when we were children. So I think she did have a very, very happy childhood.
A happy childhood captured here with some of the collectibles, and as you walk through the exhibition, so many photographs, because Diana's father was a bit of an amateur photographer.
You know, it's amazing, and as they were making some announcements about the upcoming royal wedding, it's interesting to think that we actually have everything, including the wedding dress that Princess Diana wore right here in Grand Rapids right now.
It was such an indicator of that time, because they're talking and doing a lot of parallels between Diana's dress, Diana's carriage, and taking a car, having a more modern, perhaps less
up-to-date feel.
Yeah, less intricate dress. Interesting.
Exactly. Well, the Graham is open every day, but Mondays. Diana A Celebration is a time-ticketed event, so you choose the date and time that you want to attend, and tickets are on sale at either the Graham Information Desk, through StarTickets.com, and, of course, at Meijer stores.
Tickets range from $15 to $20 for the public. There are also audio tours, a great way to take a tour of the exhibition. I know that we took advantage of that, and it was wonderful because you get a lot of extra details.
Oh, yeah. And not everybody gets to tour it with Graham and Michael.
No.
We were a little bit lucky there. Well, here's your big chance to see the exhibition in a smaller, more intimate center with fewer people around.
Yes. Holly Higginson from Inforum is here with us, along with Penny Rosema of Amway. We want to welcome you because this really is a special opportunity. This exhibition has been extremely popular, but what a better way to see it with fewer people in a more intimate setting. What do you have planned?
Well, we have a really great evening planned from 5:30 to 8, where normally the exhibition can fit up to 250 people, but we're looking to have right around 125 or 150, so it won't be as crowded. We have a whole hour and a half to go through and walk through the exhibition, and then the rest of the museum is also going to be open. I know they have a great 100 years, 100 works of art exhibition that's going on right now too, so it's going to be great for everyone to see the whole museum and to see the space, and all, while networking too. And of course, we always have wine in our events, and we'll have hors d'oeuvres as well.
That's right, and that event actually is the middle of next week, a week from today, right?
Right, it is on Wednesday. And one of the things you might ask is, why would we pick that particular venue or that exhibition for Inforum? What we felt is a great match between Inforum and the exhibition is that Inforum's mission is to strengthen the business community by helping women lead and succeed. And this particular exhibit with Diana is so fascinating. She's such a remarkable woman. And what a great connection between the Inforum organization and the Diana exhibition. It'll be a great opportunity for women to create conversation, and then also to inspire and support each other.
You're going to learn a lot, that's for sure, but you're also going to get in on a great drawing, and you have an example here that you brought in. It's one of Artistry's premier product, and Artistry, of course, being a premier line from Amway.
It is the Artistry Luxury Cream. We've launched it in the North American market. It's been out there for about a year, and what's incredible about this product, if you tried it before, I don't know if you had the opportunity, but it's just a great feel. It's a great luxury product. And the event itself will be spectacular. You'll have an opportunity to network. The exhibition of Diana's pieces are fabulous. The creme de la creme, or the little topping on top of that, would be that you have an opportunity for a drawing, and we'll be giving away 3 of these products.
Wow.
They retail through the IBO organization at $340 per piece, and we're going to be raffling off 3 of them. So whether you're an Inforum member already, or whether you'd like to learn more about what Inforum is, an organization that supports and inspires women, this would be a great opportunity to kind of leverage opportunity to see the exhibit in a smaller, crowd, and then also have it part of the drawing.
Well, and you talk about in this economy, it really is about networking and strengthening those connections. So we'll, of course, get all of your information on our website if anyone is interested in attending that event coming up.
Yeah, really easy to get tickets.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you might want to consider. We'll be right back.